All right, so what do fashion designers actually do? I get asked that question all the time, and it sounds like a really simple question and answer, right? But it's a little more complicated than that. Let me explain. Most people think that a fashion designer designs clothes. And yes, that's true, that's part of it. But it's a little more complex than that. See, when you're studying fashion design, the education is usually broken down into separate subjects. You study sketching and draping and pattern making and sewing, fabrics and all that, which, by the way, are all available on my website, Fashion Premier Academy. Each one lives in its own box, right? So you think, but the industry does not work that way. In the real world, none of these things exist in little boxes in isolation. Fashion design is like a large collage. It's like a big puzzle. Each single piece has to fit together. And more importantly, all the pieces have to move together smoothly, like a well-oiled machine. One piece drops out, the entire system falls apart. Let me give you an example. If the fabric doesn't arrive at the factory on time, they don't have enough time to sew the garments. And if they don't have enough time to sew the garments, they can't ship them to the stores on time, right? And if the stores don't receive the product on schedule, you miss your selling window and everything falls apart. And they could easily cancel the order. Yes, they could cancel your order. That's not a good thing, right? Obviously. This is why I always say the fashion industry works on a schedule. It's like a big time machine. Everything has to be planned way in advance. Everything is connected and everything needs to flow continuously without interruption. This is not a creative free-for-all. It's a coordinated system. And at the very beginning of that system is fabric. You see, fabric is always working ahead of schedule, way ahead of everybody else. Fabric development, sourcing, and availability are planned far in advance, like years. When it comes to actual design process, there are two main ways of approaching this. The first way is fabric first. You find the fabric that inspires you, you feel it, you touch it, you see what you can do with it and how it drapes. And then you ask yourself, okay, what can I make with this fabric? The second approach is concept first, meaning you sketch an idea, right? Whether it's on paper, on your computer, and then you go out and search for the fabric that best supports that vision. Neither approach is right or wrong. Both are used professionally. Once the design direction is clear, the process continues. Pattern makers make the pattern, and the seamstress make the first sample, which is known as the prototype. This is the first physical version of the design. From there, adjustments are made. A fit is corrected, details are refined, problems are resolved. And once that sample is approved, the design moves into production. Factories then manufacture hundreds of that one idea in multiple sizes, multiple colors. And after that, the garments are distributed. They're sent to the retail stores, right? The entire process from fabric to store has to be timed correctly. Social media now plays a massive role in the fashion industry. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, these platforms are no longer optional. They are part of the job. They are how people discover you. They are how people understand who you are and what you manufacture. Who is your brand? What do you create? What do you make? So today, being a fashion designer doesn't just mean designing clothes. It means understanding the entire system, from fabric, production, distribution, visibility. You're not just a creative, you are a coordinator, a problem solver, a system thinker. And once you see fashion that way, everything changes. You stop thinking only about isolated skills and you start thinking about how everything connects. That's when you stop designing like a student and you start thinking like a professional. And if you want to go deeper into how all this works, it's all in this book, Design Your Future. Be a future designer. It gives you the whole process from beginning to end with visuals and storytelling. It's an amazing tool. It's on Amazon. Check it out, and I'll see you in class.